the attribute of God, or according to the Bible.
Yes.
Just like in I think there's a place in Exodus. Later
Okay.
I'll put it up. But there's a place in Exodus where Yahweh repented of his evil thoughts.
Okay.
Now, what would you say about that?
Yahweh repented of his evil thoughts,
Yes.
meaning he has evil
He
thoughts
has evil in him.
in him. Then why won't his
He
creation
has evil thoughts
in him
meaning not all thoughts of Yahweh
are good?
are good. Hello guys, welcome to another interesting episode here on my channel. I urge you guys to keep following my videos and also like, subscribe, share, and also comment in the comment section as well. So today I'm here again with my friend.
I am wise.
So today we have a mind-boggling question. That has been bothering us lately. So today I want to ask a question. An ostrich bird is designed with wings, but yet it is unable to fly. Now, whose fault is that? Is it that of the ostrich or that of the creator?
I think
What's your thing?
it's a very funny question, but to me, it's the creator actually that made it that way, and it can't fly. And at the same time, I keep wondering why would an ostrich still have wings and it can't fly?
Exactly.
If it's in a modern time or in a manufacturing shop, we'll call that an error or a mistake. Because I don't see why you give it wings without it flying. That question, wonderful. Good. So should we call it a mistake from the creator or what?
Well,
No.
if you call it a mistake, then you're calling the creator imperfect.
Calling him imperfect is not wrong. Looking at the ostrich, because if the imperfection or the mistake in the ostrich came from the creator, then the creator is to be blamed. Then an act of imperfection is imperfection. It's not because it's from the creator that we won't. Then that means we're lying, and that would make sense. So I think in that aspect, and him being the creator, being balanced, having good and bad as the creator, then calling him imperfect is not wrong because he has bad in him, and someone who has bad in him is bound to make mistake.
Okay.
Or don't you see it so?
No, I get your point, but if we also move such idealism down to the human realm,
Okay.
especially in the arena of sin and the imperfection found in man.
Yes.
So, do you think man was created imperfect based on this ostrich ideology?
I feel, or man was created both ways, perfect and imperfect, balanced, if you ask me, because man already was designed with the ability to endure pain, and pain was something that was made by the creator, because he would have still created us in the way that if you pinch me, I won't feel anything, but he created me, if you pinch me, I'll feel something, I'll feel pain, meaning he designed pain too. Okay. So man is perfect and imperfect, if you ask me, meaning man is balanced like the creator.
I see. So in other words, the sin we see in man is God's creation.
If I ask you what is sin, it's a very big word. It's an ambiguous word we use every day, but if you look into it, what is sin?
Exactly.
Sin is an act. It's an act. Now, where did these people learn to sin?
That is, the idea must emanate from something other than them.
Sure. I was created, I don't know sin. As time went on, I began learning sin, I began sinning, and I'm a sinner. Then if sin exists, meaning it started somewhere, someone must have started sinning or must have sinned for me to follow.
Definitely not Adam and Eve.
No, you can't tell me Adam and Eve started sin, because Adam is, from the story of the Bible, Adam is like a little child that knows nothing. He doesn't know good and bad. Then now, okay, let's take, for example, a 2-year-old girl, a little baby. You prepare a very good pepper soup, catfish, you prepare turkey, you prepare chicken, 3 pots. You poisoned the catfish. Then you tell the little child, I am going out. You see this 3 pots of pepper soup. You can eat the chicken and the turkey, but you see this fish and you open it and show the child. Don't eat it. There is poison. If you eat it, you will die. In fact, you not tell the child there is poison itself, even if he doesn't know it's poison. If you eat this one, you will die. What is the 2 years child know about poison? Off you go. And you come back and that child eats catfish. And you kept it in his reach. And he eats the poison. Then you come back and start blaming the child for eating it. If you, as a passerby, run into such a sin and you hear it, who will you blame?
Definitely the parents.
The parents. So why are we blaming Adam?
In another sense, just like in the case of the manufacturer.
and manufacturer.
The manufacturer. You can't blame the manufacturer for being the way
it is.
It must be the fault of the manufacturer.
So, and
now sometimes I struggle with Christians when they talk about the idea of sin. Then I say, when they were a baby, were they without sin or with sin?
Sin.
Some
Because sin
states,
is an act,
yes,
and they've not done any act
yeah.
of, they've not sinned. So why are they sinners?
Some say we were conceived in sin. Then I ask them, if we are conceived in sin,
Meaning we're
then
created
it
in sin.
means we are created in sin and we can never leave sin.
We can never leave sin.
Then I asked a Christian, I asked her how old she was.
Okay.
She said she is about 46 or so. Then I said, how long have you been a Christian? She said, all her life. Then I asked her, for 46 years of practicing Christianity,
Yes.
are you without sin now? Have you finally gotten rid of sin?
How much is
She
it?
became dumbfounded. She cannot answer. She
So
said, so clearly, even there are more Christians who have been a Christian for all their life, probably span longer than 46 years till their
Yes.
death. Yet they cannot get rid of this. And now the question is, are we really sinful, or is this just a mental projection of ourselves? Because
it's a mental projection, if you ask me, because since a child that was born who has not sinned is called a sinner, then it's not the child's fault
in the first place,
in the first place. Now let's take it back to the parents. It's not the parents who give birth to them. Take it back to Adam from the story. Then you can't put it on Adam too.
exactly. Then when you check the attribute of God, or the according to the Bible,
Yes.
just like in I think there's a place in Exodus. Later
Okay.
I'll put it up. But there's a place in Exodus where Yahweh repented of his evil thoughts.
Okay.
Now, what would you say about that?
Yahweh repented of his evil thoughts,
Yes,
meaning he has evil
he
thoughts
has evil in him.
in him. Then why won't his
He
creation
has evil thoughts
in him
meaning not all thoughts of Yahweh
are good?
are good. He has evil thoughts too.
Yes, that's what. So meaning, if he himself has his thoughts, whatever that comes out of him will have the thoughts.
Exactly.
What he created will have that same thoughts
After all, the created is the manifestation of the created.
of the created.
Yeah.
And come to think about it, disobedience is sin, right?
Yeah.
It's imperfection.
Yeah.
Why did Eve disobey? Since she's not imperfect at that time, she was still perfect when created, right?
Yes.
Adam and Eve were created perfect.
For her to flaw, it means
There was imperfection
an imperfection
in her.
So
Meaning she was born
imperfect. Yes, she was born imperfect.
Imperfect.
And then being crucified and being sent to hell for being imperfect.
For being imperfect. How does that make
Isn't
sense?
that hypocrisy of the highest order?
And so, if you ask me, I just feel that all this fallacy is coming from the so-called people that brought Christianity to us, people who brought this religion to us. Religion is not from God.
It's a construction of man.
It's a construction of man. So that is where the mistake is coming from. If we can learn to break out of my pastor say, and study the Bible ourselves. When I was going through First Timothy chapter 4, from the beginning part, from verse 1 said that we should not believe every inspired statement. Where are the inspired statements in the Bible? You know, say don't believe every inspired book. It says statements, meaning some words are not true.
Exactly.
You now say that, and some that these men will make statements like don't get married. Don't believe, and you should not believe in the stories of the old men, which is evil when you look at the spiritual meaning. Now, these men that don't get married are the people who represent the so-called popes. They don't get married. They believe that getting
married is them tinting their spiritual nature.
So still, that doesn't make them perfect. They're still sinners.
What they are just being pious, but has lost which touch of spirituality.
They've lost it.
The inclusion of the totality of all there is.
They've exempted those ones. So I think this problem is if we can start sitting down, ponder ourselves, read ourselves, study by ourselves, and not just following what the world is practicing or saying or doing. The way to God is not Christianity or Muslim or Buddhist studies. It is you and yourself.
I keep telling people there are many routes to the top of the mountain. You can't pick a route and say it is
just the only route.
What
about yourself as the route?
Now, most people keep forgetting that they all have a pre-existence, a state they were prior to birth.
Of course, life doesn't end. So meaning the life in them was somewhere.
Meaning, even in the Bible even made reference to that through the illustration of what was it, Elijah before I formed I knew thee.
Yes, about Esau and the two twins. Okay. Esau and Jacob, the two twins. He says before they created them,
he knew them. So that's what you have a pre-existence
before creation.
Yeah.
So finally, we've come to the understanding that the ostrich not flying is not his fault. is the fault of the creator, and it's a fault, it's a mistake, and we should not exempt it from the creator because the creator is perfect and imperfect. He's balanced. If he's one side, then he's not balanced. We should try to get throw more light when we study.
The idea of sickness,
It's from him to who
it's
created
like-
sickness. He
it's
told
not
Adam he will
perfection.
die. When he has not started living, he already created death for him, and he will die. So where does the death come from?
You tell me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.